All right, well, looking around, it's plain to see we got problems. The environment, healthcare, hunger, there are a lot of things that need fixing. Sometimes the best solutions come from the minds of students who can think outside the box. And this summer, 55 students who've been crowned National STEM champions are going to be headed to Washington, D.C. to represent their schools and present their ideas for solving some of our biggest problems. And they're going to the National STEM Festival, and we have two of them joining us this morning. Harita Ramesh from Iron Horse Middle School in San Ramon, and Shripriya Kalpavi from Lynbrook High School in San Jose. Also here with us in studio. And we're also joined by the co-directors of the National STEM Festival itself, award-winning director and producer Jenny Wukos and Carrie Byron of Mythbuster fame and a longtime STEM advocate in her own right. Thank you all for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm really excited to talk to you guys about your projects because they're pretty impressive. We were talking off camera. Blew my mind. You're going to love it. But before we get to that, can I talk about the STEM Festival itself with Carrie and Jenny and you guys? Set the stage for people at home watching who don't know about, A, the festival, and B, the importance of STEM and inspiring more students to take up interests in some of these STEM fields. Who wants to go first?
I want to go first.
Go for it.
I'm from the Bay, so I got to dominate here.
Yeah.
So the National STEM Festival is basically the America's Science Fair.
Yeah.
And we run a competition for kids across the nation and the territories, and we choose the best and the brightest through STEM industry leaders being the judges to find the most impactful, to have a positive impact on the world projects.
Yeah.
And California, I have to say,
represented?
It is the most competitive of all of the markets, and the Bay Area represents completely this year. So I'm very excited to have these two amazing young women to come show the best and the brightest in Washington, D.C. We are going to have this, it's sort of a lead up to America 250.
Yeah.
This is going to be in Washington, D.C. We're bringing all the kids in. All of the champions are going to have an opportunity to just walk around the city, to get mentored. There's networking. It's just, it's an event that just, it gives you inspiration and hope. Wow.
Are you guys excited that you're one of only 55 students from across the country going to Washington?
Yeah. It's a little insane.
Right. It's a little, very insane, yeah. Jenny, talk to me about just STEM itself.
Yeah.
Are we seeing kids becoming more and more interested in it? Is there a need to inspire more interest? Have we been seeing, where does the field stand right now?
So STEM, science, technology, engineering, math, and we say at least STEM. So a lot of people say STEAM, and that's the arts. And creativity is like naturally part of STEM, right?
Right.
How do you design AI if you can't think creatively? I'm not sure we necessarily need more encouragement, because students are naturally curious. But if you are like these two extraordinary champions, if you're interested in health and medicine, or you're interested in robotics, and your school can't provide that for some reason, how do we give those opportunities so we're not losing talent like this? So both of theirs are focused on biomedical. That's not something being taught in 8th grade.
Right.
And we have these challenges. How do we cure Parkinson's? How do we feed an ever-growing planet? So I think the need is to connect industry and business with these incredible minds, and there are thousands of them across the country that are genuinely interested and want to solve these problems using STEM.
How did the festival come to be? How many years has this been going on?
Well, 3 years, through 2 administrations now. So the White House Science Fair, I helped host with the Obama administration, and it went away for one reason or another, and I desperately wanted it back. So I had the opportunity to interview the Secretary of Education at South by Southwest, and I basically railroaded him on air and then stalked him for about 2 years to get it back. And finally, I just looked at him like, listen, give me the keys. We will build this. And so the launch year, we did it with the Department of Education, and we decided to strategically make it in coordination with the government, but not a government-funded activity, so that we could create the longevity of it and involve every single industry that is STEM-related and make it the most geographically diverse science fair STEM festival that there is.
Wow.
And I will say, because we both have television backgrounds,
Yes.
our goal is to not just make it the science fair that you're used to, but give young leaders and innovators and problem solvers a platform. We celebrate athletes and musicians. Why aren't we celebrating problem solvers and scientists? So we're so delighted to be here today and to have these two young women.
Let's talk a little bit with our two rock stars here with us this morning. So Harita, let me start with you. Again, remind everybody what grade you're in.
I'm in 8th grade.
Eighth grade.
Iron Horse Middle School.
In San Ramon, East Bay, represent. 8th grade, keep that in your mind. Now, let everybody know what your project is that won you this incredible opportunity to go to Washington and present it.
So my project is called Vein Viewer. Vein Viewer is like a low-cost portable device that basically creates a picture between hemoglobin in your veins and the surrounding tissue to create like a good picture for practitioners to use for people who have unclear veins.
And this is a solution for that problem that so many people have. Okay, that's incredible. All right, so from the mind of an 8th grader here in the Bay Area, we have that wonderful project. That's incredible. And Shripriya, tell me about, first of all, what grade are you in?
I'm a junior in high school.
Junior in high school. Where again?
I go to Lynbrook High School.
In San Jose, so South Bay represent. Okay, so your project, explain that to everybody.
So my project has to do with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, or ALS. So it's a fatal and incurable neurodegenerative disease. So we have thousands and millions of neurons in our body called motor neurons. So in ALS, what happens is these neurons degenerate. So what I was looking for is potentially genetic drivers that help contribute to disease progression. So that's where I came across CSPG4 and TP53 and some other interesting genes.
Oh my goodness. And so your project then is to try and help identify the markers that lead to ALS?
Yeah, definitely. So looking at things that could potentially be biomarkers of the disease could contribute to progression of the disease. So that's what I was really interested in.
Some of those findings could lead to like breakthroughs in treatments and maybe one day a cure. You never know. Did either of you study anything related to this in school that led you to these interests, or was this just from your own mind, you just developed a curiosity for it?
For me, no. I was like inspired because my grandma, she's like a cancer patient undergoing chemotherapy.
Oh, wow.
So for her, every single 3 weeks, she has to get an IV. And since she has unclear veins, she has, her procedures take a longer time. It's more pain because of multiple needle insertions that shouldn't have been done. Should have been done first time.
So this is personal for you.
Yeah, I want to solve that.
That's really touching. All right, that's really touching. And what was the inspiration for you?
Yeah, for me, definitely neurodegenerative disease is something that I've seen in my personal life as well. Both of my grandparents also struggled with neurodegenerative disease, and I have a close friend whose grandfather unfortunately passed away from ALS as well. So it was definitely something that was a little more personal, and I wanted to sort of help get to the root of this disease as well.
Holy moly. Okay, I didn't expect that. This is incredibly personal for both of you, and that seems to be, you see that story a lot. You know, where people have a personal connection to whatever it is that they're trying to solve. And I think that's wonderful that at such a young age, you guys are picking up the mantle to try and solve something that's incredibly relatable to a lot of people, but personal to you. Congratulations on that. Best of luck in Washington.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's incredible. So if people want to find out more about the STEM Festival, can they help? Can they contribute? What do people need to know to make this more and more?
Well, first of all, go to nationalstemfestival.com so that you can check out all of the amazing videos, because you wouldn't believe these projects and the stories that the kids tell about why they want to have this positive impact on the world is so cool. And each one of the kids has a video up. So first of all, just awareness, go check it out. We do have each one of the kids sponsored to go to the festival.
Okay.
And we also have industries, companies, they are also helping sponsor the festival so that they can make a personal connection between the industries out there that support STEM and the builders and the solution seekers that are going to be who they hire coming up very soon. So if you want to support your local national STEM workforce, there's so many ways to get involved with the festival. It's all going to be on the website.
Okay, and give everybody the address again for the website.
That would be nationalstemfestival.com. It's easy.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much for coming in today. Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back.